mind, so I wrote to him and he wrote me back, and he sent me his book for Christmas, and in his book there was the name of a man in Roscommon who gave him a donkey, so I went to him and he found Moochie.
So the circle continued.
Well, he didn't actually find Moochie. It wasn't as easy task as it sounds.
Really?
Find Moochie was a few months of searching for a special man for me. So he was very special.
So Moochie became your friend on the road as you travelled around the coast of Ireland.
He became much more than that for some reason. You know, it's a very special donkey.
I know he means so much. I understand that. What did you do then? Because we met in Galway as you were kind of heading on the western road.
When he was hanging around in Salt Hill in a big field. Yeah, I remember that day.
He was annoyed at me because we took you away from
Well, he was annoyed at me.
Yeah.
Because I brought him to Galway City at 5 o'clock in the morning through all the roundabouts and lights. and I was panicking to bring him over the big bridge in Galway. And I was like standing there thinking he will never pass this bridge. And he just wanted to run out of Galway, so he just went flying through the bridge. And he was...
So you were doing this, the walk around, and you were counting on the kindness of strangers, weren't you, to put you up or for meals and accommodation?
Well, I wasn't starving on that road.
Tell me about the road then. What happened?
I was poor Moochie, had to carry lots of carrots and apples, and everybody was really good to us.
Really?
Yes, and I would like to. I mean, saying thank you. I said thank you to everybody, but it's more than that, like, you know, because it was. I don't know, everybody got so excited over this donkey and myself, like, I don't know, like they've never seen a donkey before in Ireland. I mean...
I don't think they've ever seen you walking a donkey.
I know, I understand, but it was something about Moochie as well, I think. He was a different one, I think. And people were absolutely fantastic to us, and there's no doubts about that, like...
Will we say hello to John?
We say
Where's John? John Douglas is in the audience. He's one of the many people who very kindly stopped and took Agnieszka into their house. How did you come across the story of Agnieszka and Moochie?
Well, I first met her when she came to Letterfrack. There's a local woman there called Mary Rowe who knows that I work with an animal rescue group. So she seemed to think that she needed rescuing with her donkey. Leslie and my partner and I went up to see her. And there they were, camped, looking very happy. They didn't seem to need rescuing, and the donkey had a great yogic sort of expression on his face. He looked as he never moved in his life. I don't know how she got him to move, because he used to just stand there and stare. But Agnieszka stayed a couple of nights there, about 3 or 4 nights there, and then she headed on, and that seemed to be the end of it until other events arose, which I'm sure. But it's a remarkable story to see her on the road with the donkey. Yeah. She's a remarkable woman.
Well, you see, when I started this journey, for me the most important was to get to Ballyconneely, because I said if I get there, wow. I got to Ballyconneely and I truly couldn't believe it. And then we got to Letterfrack, because that's where Morris's tree is, planted by the GMIT, and I really wanted to pay my respect. And then I said, when I got to Mayo, you would have to see this moment. We were jumping with Moochie, like we would cross to Spain. It felt like Mayo was this county just far, far away, and we will never get there, but we did.
You did. What happened last weekend, Agnieszka?
Oh gosh. It's bizarre what happened.
Yeah,
It's actually really, truly unbelievable what happened, because Moochie got an infection of his private parts because of midges bites, which were the biggest, unbelievable, vicious creatures on our journey.
Yeah.
And I brought him back to the donkey sanctuary for a rest, and he got injections and he was fine. He was jumping around like a headless chicken, and he loved every donkey on his way, and that was true.
Okay.
And then on Saturday, we were supposed to leave on Thursday, but because it was getting cold, I asked my brother to bring me some warmer jumpers.
Yeah.
So he drove over from Galway to bring me jumpers, and then on Saturday I was supposed to leave in the morning, but on Friday night, for unknown reasons, Moochie decided to jump over a fence, a gate, which was the height of that table. Well, this donkey never ever walked over a stone that was higher than 10 centimeters because he wouldn't do it.
Okay.
I could leave him in a field for a whole night with a tiny little stream going across it, and he would stand next to my tent for the whole night, eating around it.
But not that day.
That day, for some reason, he did that in the nighttime when I was not there. And he got stuck on the gate. And he put so much pressure on his belly that he destroyed the tube that was going to his bladder, so he couldn't pee. And that nothing could be done then because the vet couldn't get the tube to his bladder and couldn't make him pee basically. And if we wouldn't put him to sleep, his bladder would just explode, and I didn't want to put him through that pain, so I couldn't face doing anything else.
And Moochie died, obviously.
Moochie died.
And how have you been? Bad. Yeah.
Well, I truly, in all of this, Ryan, I do believe that there is something bigger in all of this.
Do you?
I do, yeah. I do. I believe that there is a reason for everything in our life. I do. I truly do. Whatever it is, I might not see it now. But I had an amazing donkey, a most fantastic partner, man and friend for so many years. And then I find this amazing donkey who walks with me for so many miles in a lashing rain, in a midges infested country, in a, you know.
I know what you're saying.
I mean, this is big. I mean, he was brilliant. Like, why? I mean, imagine walking. Would you walk with me?
I think you're better off with Moochie. But you got Moochie cremated, didn't you? And where's Moochie's ashes now?
He actually was delivered today back to the Sligo Donkey Sanctuary.
And what are you going to do with him then this weekend?
I'm gonna go tomorrow to Sligo and pick him up, and I'm gonna go to Ballyconneely, and he's gonna join Morris in the ocean.
And what are you going to do next?
I have absolutely no idea.
You're going to live and stay in Ireland, are you?
I have absolutely no idea.
You don't know yet?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, but I know one thing, that first of all, if I can only say how, I mean, I do believe in all of this, that everybody has their task in life. Mm-hmm. Everybody has their moment that they have to finish this life. This was Moochie's moment. But I do believe that he was in the best place he could have ever wished for. He had 35 mates with him, and he loved them all truly too much. And I have to say that, can I just say that Sue in the Donkey Sanctuary is doing an amazing job.
Good. And I think you wanted to thank people who all those cups of tea and
more than that,
everything else,
loads
the
of scrambled eggs as well.
Of course, we've got to say thanks for that. It wasn't easy for you to come in and tell your story, but there's something about you that even on the radio, the reaction to you from people, they just like you, and they like your story, they like your attitude, and I hope you find happiness whatever you happen to do.
Well, and I would like to thank you as well, because you were good to me. Yeah.
Agnieszka Jablonska, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Okay, lots more happy